All right, good morning, everybody. This is a very, very exciting day for us at the City of Tampa team, but really our entire the city and the entire region, where we get to unveil a project that we have worked on for a long time. When I say we, I mean Robin Nye and her team with the arts and culture. But this is going to be the Tampa Soulwalk. And what this is going to do is outline for our entire Tampa Bay region, but really the entire nation, the history, the part that African Americans and blacks played in the history and in the growth of what Tampa has become today. And this is a monumental, as I said before, monumental undertaking, because we are talking over 40 miles are covered, about 46 miles, and there are over 100 different stops and attractions that individuals can visit. And it, again, tells the history of our community in so many different ways. Visiting one of the neighborhoods that you'll hear about, the Central Park that Ida Walker is going to talk about in a little bit, the original homes in the Scrub, the Jackson House, where so many famous entertainers came, so many songs were written, so many events occurred. So it is very, very exciting to be able to, again, highlight the contributions of our African American and black residents and visitors here in the Tampa, the city of Tampa. Now, first of all, I want to introduce, nobody needs an introduction, the council members, but it's nice to have Joe Citro, Guido Maniscalco here with us from City Council, and then Robin Nye, who heads our arts and culture. You'll hear from her. She and her team of one other and many others put a lot of work into this effort. Downtown Sherry Brown from Visit Tampa Bay. We have Ida Walker, who is an assistant to the police chief, but having been police chief, I can tell you she actually runs the police department and has served, I believe, under 7 or 8 different chiefs. And then Tina Wright, who I had the pleasure of serving with at the Tampa Police Department, and Bob Wright back there as well. I worked with him for many, many years. But let's talk about all of the individuals or the groups that have helped with this. And I don't want to leave anybody out, and I know they were in my notes. So, Hillsborough County, not only the City of Tampa, Hillsborough County, the Florida Humanities Council, Visit Tampa Bay, University of South Florida, University of Tampa, Hillsborough Community College, and the Tampa History Center. So again, this is a collaboration of so many groups in our city to bring this to fruition. There are going to be 24 new public art installations that are going to be added along this route in the coming year. And then future events will include a community cookbook, panels, different presentations, workshops by artists and historians, and much, much more. Some of the highlights, looking at C. Blythe Andrews Jr. and the part that he played with the Sentinel newspaper in ensuring that the stories of our community were told each and every day in a very positive light. George Edgecombe, the first black prosecutor who was appointed as the first black judge in 1973. Think about that, 1973. We had our first black county judge. And the courthouse, as we all know, is named after him so that his legacy lives on. Madam Fortune Taylor, who owned close to 40 acres along the riverfront and was instrumental. She was a freed slave, the first African American allowed to legally marry in the city, and grew citrus and fruit along the riverfront on the acreage that she owned, and actually collaborated with the individual who would become the mayor of the city of Tampa in building a bridge across the Hillsborough River that connected East Tampa and downtown, basically East and West Tampa, and connecting not only the entire region but the cigar industry as well. So a lot of incredible history here in our community. And people sometimes would ask, what is the importance of history? I know my children, when they had to study history, why are we learning this? Why are we learning what occurred in the past? It is critically important to our future that we know and understand our history so that we can celebrate the past, but also to ensure that we don't make the same mistakes that we made in the past. So it is critically important. And I just can't think of a more exciting day than today when we get to unveil the Soulwalk and be able to share it with the entire city. So now it is my honor to bring up the woman who has put so much work into this, worked tirelessly, no matter what obstacle was put in her way. She found a way to go over, under, or around it to get this project done. Robin Nye, would you come on up?
Thank you, Mayor Castor. Soulwalk really represents a powerful testament to the richness and diversity of Tampa's Black communities, their history and contributions to our city's cultural landscape. By showcasing over 100 public artworks and historic sites, this art and heritage trail invites you to share in our past, present, and future. It fosters a sense of community and connection through storytelling, public engagement, and documentation. It is the beginning, what we are today. It is the beginning where we just documented what was out there. As you've already heard, there are lots more installations, and programming is coming. We worked with the University of South Florida. Those professors were incredible and wonderful. I cannot give a shout out loud enough for Rodney Kite Powell with the Tampa Bay History Center and Melissa Davies. It was a wonderful team that we've pulled together, and we met regularly for almost 2 years, just getting data and finding the information, and it was a real pleasure to do that. We are asking for your involvement. We really want people to get involved. We want your stories. We want you to submit photos. It takes a lot of time to go through that, but it's really important, and we would be very grateful for everybody's input. And the address you can take a look at is tampa.gov/soulwalk. Thank you.
All right. Next we have from Visit Tampa Bay, a very good friend of mine, Sherry Brown. I nicknamed her Downtown Sherry Brown. She does an incredible job each and every day to bring large conferences and conventions to our community. So I want her to come up and share a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor, and all of our other incredible community partners, and my amazing leader, Santiago C. Carrata, President and CEO of Visit Tampa Bay. I'm honored to be here today to celebrate the launch of Tampa's Soulwalk. As we embark on this exciting journey, I'm reminded of the rich, diverse history of this city. This walk will contribute to the people who built this great city and to the challenges that they overcome. The Soulwalk represents a city that honors its history, a city that is not afraid to confront its challenges of the past, and a city that highlights the Black voice and accomplishments that have helped shape our community. We will be placing the Soulwalk material at Tampa International Airport, Tampa Convention Center, the Ike Digital Kiosk, and all the way to downtown East Tampa, and encourage our local community to take part in it. I'm excited as I go across the country and across the world to showcase our new Soulwalk for our community, and look at the millions and millions of people that'll be looking on our community of the new Soulwalk. Thank you for your time.